Welcome to Crashing Game Night. My name is Matt Diorio. Tonight, I'm joined by the beanied one, and how he's wearing a beanie in these temperatures.
Hey guys,
I don't know.
How's it going?
Yes, hey. But if those that like joined right at the beginning, and thank Matt for this because he said zoom, zoom, zoom. I immediately put that song in my head, and I can't get it out of it.
Zoom and a boom, boom.
Oh my god, no!
Shaker.
Oh my god.
Rex in effect.
Sorry, Jerry. I stole your
Take
thunder.
me back. No, then, totally cool.
That's Babyface Theowalski.
What's up, everybody?
And then, of course, the man with the couch, Lion's Mane, Jason Balidio.
How's it going, guys? How's it going tonight? I am excited.
Hello to all the fellow nerds. Thank you guys for joining.
Gatorade today?
No, just it is very warm in this room.
Jason, I'm right there with you. So mine should be, sponsored by Starbucks today. And Walmart.
Oh, I'm shocked not Chick-fil-A.
Yes,
sir.
Walmart. Walmart. We're the only place that you can get these right now.
So I haven't had Chick-fil-A in 2 months.
Oh, sir.
Yeah.
What?
Is everything all right? Is everything okay?
Yeah, dude. Made a
change, and it is because some donations that their owner was doing was trying to stop the Equity Act that was moving through Congress. So he's very anti-LGBTQ plus.
Yep.
And I'm sorry, I cannot support, someone that's going to try and hurt not only my family, but our community. So,
and I have followed suit. Ixnade. Done. They're donezo.
Kind of partially because it's a very Christian ran.
Yeah.
Well, see, here's the thing though, is like
supreme.
All the ones that I used to live by in Richmond and go to, the owners themselves fully supported LGBTQ.
They were franchised.
All the way up.
Yeah,
franchised. It's the CEO that was doing it. So I made that conscious decision to basically say, That's fair. Don't need my money. Yeah. You're going to be spending my money to fight against supporting my own family. Because
so who's getting your Chick-fil-A money
member?
I know. Where's that Chick-fil-A money going?
I've just been upping my
Starbucks.
Starbucks.
Although I do have to say
no
this.
More brewing your own tea then, and Starbucks is getting the money.
I'm still doing that your own tea.
Oh, okay.
Actually, I will have to say this. I feel like I found a good substitute, at least for myself. McDonald's does a new crispy chicken, but it's more like breaded. And so I just eat the chicken breasts.
I like the new KFC one.
So. I like the KFC one. I tried it. I tried the spicy one. So good.
What happened, Jason?
Since we're talking about chicken sandos, do not get the ones from Carl's Jr.
Oh, the new one.
Ones. Do not get those chicken sandos from Carl's Jr.
Okay, you heard it, guys. PSA right there.
PSA. Shout outs to everybody out there.
We are now a food review.
Carl's Jr. Hardee's. Do not get those chicken sandos.
Oh my god, those chicken sandos, yo.
Bad, man.
Oh wow, that's funny.
I'm sorry if you like it. If you do, then you have lost points with me.
That's funny.
So I do want to apologize to everyone that's kind of now finally joining in, that's watching us. We started about 15 minutes late, and it is on me because the compressor for our air conditioner decided to die today.
Ooh.
So
How hot was it today? How hot was it today?
All your cooling things are dying. Your fridge died like a week ago.
Yeah, I know, right?
So I learned a lot about air conditioners today, is that the compressor is like a light bulb. And that it literally can just go, the compressor in the outlet.
Like a fuse or AC, type?
It's kind of like a light bulb where it can just pop.
No, it's like in the function of a light bulb, how it could just go out.
Pops?
Same thing with the compressor. Okay. It could just go out.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
So on the upside, it's been a really weird week and a half for me. So we started off with the fridge dying on the 5th last week. We know it was an emotional roller coaster for me all week leading into this past weekend. I got my car Friday.
Yeah.
So
WRX.
My WRX is here. It is a very, very pretty car.
And
okay, then
quick question: how much additional Subaru apparel did you leave when you left the car lot?
That's a good question.
All right. So are we talking about the stuff I ordered in and shipped to the house before?
What they have it there.
So I do have a couple new shirts. I've got 2 more on the way. Nice. I ordered the yellow Subaru Motorsports logo decal for my back window. I did spend the money to get the sunscreen for my car. Good. And that is a lifesaver. So anybody who lives in Arizona knows you got to have one of those. And it's not one of those chintzy little cheapy ones. It is actually a very well built,
it's legit.
Absorbs. It's legit. Oh, cool. It's well worth the $75. And then I did order a couple of dark blue Autobot logos for the car. But we know me. So, Chromia is adorned with her logos.
Autobots roll out.
And that's not just the name of the Autobot, that is also the name of his new car.
Yeah. I gathered that too.
Anybody who knows Transformers knows that Chromia is one of the RC twins.
Yeah.
If you've seen the movie, she was in Revenge of the Fallen, she was the blue bike. RC, of course, was the pink bike, and then Alita 1 was the purple bike. They are the first set of female Transformers that were in the universe at the time back in the 80s and everything like that. RC was the very first female Autobot.
I think RC was the blue one, dude.
RC is pink. Chromia is the blue.
Either that,
movie, I believe.
It's either that or they like screwed up from the movie, because you know how they took some of the movie elements into that cartoon. RC is blue in the cartoon.
The newer cartoons they made her blue in the newer Bumblebee one.
Transformers Prime.
Oh, okay.
But so she's blue in the comics and the old school cartoons and everything like that. RC's pink.
But they screwed up in the movie. Okay, that makes sense.
They kind of screwed up.
That makes more sense.
Anyway, so there's that. And then my MacBook screen decided, hey, I'm going to grow even further in terms of my LCD screen going.
Matt got a lot of good toys this week.
So
a lot of toys.
It's good timing.
Great timing.
So I have the new MacBook Pro with the M1 in it. So that's great. So
nice.
So anyways, so my eventful week. How's everyone else's week been?
It's been rough a little bit.
I had my report week happen today.
Oh yeah, so you had long days, baby. Huh?
Actually, it wasn't too long. We didn't actually go over a day this week, but it was super annoying with my boss. So it's to just be on edge and really irk me.
I get you. The corporate world. Jeez, man.
Corporate world.
It's so weird, dude. It's so weird. It's so weird, but it's
You're
cool.
a veteran now.
Yeah, I get it.
And he's already watched the Previously Quit Office Space, so he understands that whole.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, yeah.
I will still admit I have not watched it.
What? I own it. So yeah, at least I own it. You can watch it on mine.
This is why I'm
pretty sure Matt's even given me the DVD once.
Oh,
it was an old Blockbuster DVD, and I'm pretty sure he gave it to me once.
Dang!
This is
why he will always be wearing the very minimum fare.
That is how you. Oh, you've been slacking that long. Okay,
slacking a long time.
So, Jason, how's the certifications going?
Yeah, man.
So this man is certified on the forklifts already for Costco.
Nice, dude.
Dude, aren't they a lot of fun to drive?
Do you have the standing or the seated forklifts?
We have the standing ones.
Yeah. Okay, because I used to be seated when I worked at the warehouse.
I mean, they're all right. You know, they're okay. But again, you know, like since we have a lot of stuff out.
I used to drift in it at the.
Shut up!
Can't do none of that.
Sir. No. Actually, Costco's really strict about the drivings, man.
Super,
it's a straight up like 3 strikes and you're done.
Well, not even sometimes. It just depends on severity, you know, like
we used to. we used to have a gas powered one, and I used to take it outside and go four-wheeling with it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny, dude.
Well, we used to carry. We used to store the extra containers outside, so I used to have to go get them.
Oh, okay,
so,
that's funny.
Yeah, getting more.
And that's handy because you can use the forks to help you get out if you get stuck.
Right.
Getting more stuff going. They want me to work the EPJ, the electronic pallet jack, the sled.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sick, dude.
Getting that certification hopefully soon. Yeah, but a lot of training, tons of. I have I think the next month and a half of pure training.
No way.
Not just like the machinery, but also like different departments, different positions and stuff like that.
So
oh wow.
With
Are
that
these
being
certifications
said,
that you have to pay for?
They train you on site. They
oh, cool. Okay.
they get you everything kind of set to go. But I believe that these are just certifications for Costco. Like I wouldn't be able to.
They're not nationwide.
Oh,
I
bummer.
wouldn't be able to go like to somewhere else and be like, yeah, like I know.
That explains why they provide.
You can just throw it down as experience though, but that's
yeah,
bummer.
you can throw an experience, but it's not
so raking that money with the certifications though.
Yeah.
That money.
The real ones are.
Yeah. So Jason, with you having to do all the training and everything, are you hopefully going to be off the weekend of the 20th?
Should be, yeah.
Good.
Hey.
In August, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, I should be
Lucky bastard.
If anything, honestly, I do work early in the morning, so by the time you guys are like getting done with breakfast, I'd already finish up my whole work day.
Because we're that's Saturday, Frankensons.
Yeah, no, I'm down.
Frankensons.
And I already talked to Diddy.
Oh,
nice.
Diddy. Shout outs to Diddy, man.
Which
happy birthday to your boy. Yeah.
Happy birthday, hero.
Yeah, happy birthday, hero.
Big old 11.
Dang, he's grown up, man.
I know.
Yeah.
But when you look at it though, is like when we met Diddy and them, that was 7 years ago.
Yeah, man.
Oh,
wow, that's crazy.
So crazy.
I mean, let's put that in perspective. Our first E3 was 2014.
Yeah, man.
So,
but no, I have a phone number of one of the guys at the Magic card shop.
Oh, sick.
So
there you go.
Hey, I'm good with all digital. Thanks.
No, I was about to say, Matt, if you want some cards, like it's...
Nope, I'm done. No more buying cards. I'm good. I've got it all digital.
I went to Frankensons literally this last weekend.
Oh, damn you!
And me and my wife had to refrain from spending like a lot. We spent like I think 120, and we're just like, yeah, we need to just.
That's not bad.
It's not too bad.
That's pretty
good.
That
bad,
that's
dude.
pretty good restraint. You could easily
us,
walk out with 300.
Yeah,
we got one of the quote unquote recalled Tokidokis, so we're like, yeah, we'll be fine with that. So.
Yeah, I gotta go on a mission to both Frankensons and downtown Disney to find
for the wife
lounge fly bags for my wife.
Oh, sir.
So she has started that kick. So,
and believe me, started off strong.
Oh,
already she one of those too.
I mean,
on hand already has like
go all in, right?
3.
Oh, 3 right now. Okay. Oh, and a wallet. Sorry.
And the wallet.
Yeah.
I feel like as long as you use those items, like they're like.
Oh, she's alternating. She's changing them out every day.
Oh, there you go.
That's. I was making fun of. It was like, oh, dude, you're such a nerd. But guess what? It's kind of like with me and my sneakers.
Yeah.
Well,
if you rotate it enough, then like it's still fresh. Like
and it keeps them new.
And then we talk about that, right? We know me and Top Gun. I got a hold of one of the Calibre Wing Top Gun F-14 diecast 172nd jets.
Oh wow!
A bunch of goodies this week for him.
The Maverick and it's Maverick and Merlin. Unfortunately, Maverick and Goose is sold out, and on eBay they're going for 300 plus. So I'm like, no. Oof. I may get Iceman and Slider, but dude, it's pretty. It's super pretty. So,
nice, dude.
So let's talk about some movies now, shall we? So let's non-spoiler thoughts on Black Widow.
Haven't seen it.
Well, yeah, I know.
Surprise,
Jason,
surprise.
Of course.
No, actually, I want to, but it's just right now, like.
Well, I know
I don't
Matt
know if
knows
we're gonna
Jerry's
do-
reaction because they saw it together. So I will
Yeah, I don't know.
go
I don't
ahead
know if
and
we're gonna
say
do a.
No,
viewing
I got a
party.
surprising answer for you.
Yeah,
I'm
we're
gonna go
different.
with meh. I
No.
thought it was entertaining. I thought the execution was a little lacking on the writing. I thought the writing was pretty decent, but the execution was a little off. I love Florence Pugh. I thought her delivery was just a little off throughout it.
Agreed.
As well as the guy that plays Red Guardian. I forget his name.
Oh, God dang it, I forgot it. I always want to call him Harper.
Yeah.
From Stranger Things.
But overall, it was decent, but it's definitely on the lower ends for me on the Marvel movies. How about you, Jerry?
For me, I would say it was low to mid tier in my list of the Marvel movies. I kind of agree with you, Theo. The one thing I would say,
David Harbour.
That's right.
Thank you.
The one thing I would say is I did enjoy the tone of the movie. It felt like a spy movie, but it also felt like a standard redemption movie. So honestly, throughout the entire movie, I was kind of calling to myself. I was kind of calling like every pivotal moment. I kind of felt like
it's predictable.
Yeah, I've seen this kind of movie with this story before. I could kind of ballpark. I can see this person okay, and I don't really think he's dead. You know what I mean? It wasn't there wasn't a lot of surprise and suspense. I was really hoping that they would would really go for it. But I will say it was safe, and I would give it between a 1 out of 10, between a 6 and a 7.
Okay.
Maybe 6.5 to a 7.
Yeah.
Do you feel with that, obviously with no spoiler, but do you feel that it's because it's the start of the new phase that it's just this tiptoe thing?
No, I think it's unfortunate timing because this was supposed to come out way sooner. Before
last year.
Yeah, right. And I think that would have I think it would have been a little bit more successful, or I don't know. I think more hype would have been up for it.
Do you think it would have done better if it was before WandaVision?
Yeah.
I think it would have done better had it been before Infinity War, where it should be.
Yeah.
Because it's actually bridging between Civil War and Infinity War.
Correct.
I mean, it's not entirely bridging. It's still just a little bit of character development.
It explains a lot, actually.
Yeah, but the problem is, dude, at that time they were dealing with the Infinity War Endgame, and that's why it was still on the back burner. It was supposed to come out after Endgame.
Yeah, so I think it probably would have done a little bit better had they done it beforehand. That bridge from Civil War into Infinity War, that whole piece would have done better. I would agree with Jerry on it being a 6 or a 7. It was enjoyable. It was fun to watch.
Yeah.
We were definitely laughing our asses off at some of the different comments that were being made and whatnot.
And I think I think the dialogue was cleverly written too.
I found
very well written in that way.
That scene in the helicopter after they go get Red Guardian, that was ad-libbed by Florence Pugh.
Yeah. See,
that wasn't even in the original script. And she just went off. So, to some of the reports, that they had to hire in a coach to try and build that relationship between Florence Pugh and Scarlett Johansson.
It felt fine.
It felt okay. But ultimately it was okay. I felt like Jerry did. It was kind of predictable in some points. At the beginning of the movie, I leaned over and I was like, hey, dude, I want to go watch Jason Bourne now.
Fair.
And it did. It just felt like a lot of the redemption pieces out there and whatnot. So, I think it was good that Black Widow got our movie. Absolutely, she deserved it.
I was
Um,
severely disappointed with the lack of intricacy with Taskmaster throughout the movie. I definitely thought Taskmaster was going to
I
have
called that.
much larger part in the entire movie.
It happened.
Yeah.
I agree, Theo. I'm disappointed with that character too.
So
I get why they threw that in there because he was, but like I said, dude, safe.
True.
Yeah.
I mean, technically, Taskmaster could have been like the real standout character, but they would have needed a somewhat of a name, but they also would have had to establish that character like kind of background.
Fair.
Yeah, it was so
Now,
unfortunate too.
To all of our listeners and those that are kind of chilling out with us on Twitch right now, I will say this, guys, stay through the credits and watch the end of the credits, because
Yes,
at our theater, pretty much most of the theater got up and walked out
Yeah.
and didn't even stay for the credits. So
It's definitely
I
watch
mean,
for
it's
the
a
credit
Marvel
scene.
movie. Like,
Right?
I feel
They
like
invented it.
Always one
they
at the
always
end.
do it.
There's always one.
I
at the
mean,
end.
They didn't invent it. They
didn't
made
invent it.
mainstream.
Invent it.
Yeah,
but
because
they just
the
nonstop.
I remember the
doing
Pirates
it.
of the Caribbean movies did that too.
and
I would
to-
say with the credit scene to make sure that you're paying attention to the timeline, because it is after Endgame is the credit scene.
Yeah,
correct. And it's pushing current projects right now. That's all I'll say.
yeah.
So talking about some current projects that this isn't pushing, Loki finished off
So good.
yesterday.
I want more.
It was
So,
good. It was.
Six
it was
is too
yeah.
short. I want more.
Did you not watch the end of the credits?
I did. I know that there is
So,
a season 2.
there's a
that
season
he
2
will be
coming.
back in season 2. But still, I want more.
So absolutely. Now, without ruining anything, how do we feel now that this has come to a completion through the 6 episodes? Because a couple weeks back we said, hey, in some places it didn't feel really, well written in some places for the certain actors.
Well, I predicted only one thing, and
So is that a good thing?
that's all I'll say because I don't want to give it away. But
I wonder
mean,
if it's going to be another.
Like,
6
are you talking about
episodes for
like the
season
one
2.
who remains that you're
yeah,
called? Okay.
yeah.
I mean, at least that doesn't
Yeah.
give anything.
That's what I thought the big bad was going to be.
I definitely felt with the last episode, the writing kicked it up a notch for sure, especially with the amount of feelings that I felt with things happening between Loki and Sylvie.
I think with what they did with the final episode, it does set up everything that's about to come for phase 4.
Oh, it does.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
No, it's good.
So,
Absolutely.
Good.
it is one of those things that it was enjoyable. The dialogue was extremely smooth between all 3, the actors
Everyone.
and the main
Yeah.
scenes. It was really good. So,
And I do have to agree with you guys. The last couple episodes have definitely been more well written for Owen Wilson.
yes,
Like he was even.
you actually
like,
got to
even
be
in this
Owen.
one. Yeah.
It was
Even in
Owen
this
being
one.
Especially in this last
Yep.
one with
Yeah.
his last moments with what's her name?
The judge.
The
Judge, yeah.
Yeah,
Especially that interaction was
Right.
totally Owen Wilson.
Yep.
Totally.
Absolutely.
It was so good.
I want to see what happens with Loki season 2. That'll be really good.
Do you
It
think it's going to be
explains.
6 episodes again, or is it?
Yes.
I think so.
Probably.
It worked really well as 6 episodes.
I
But-
agree.
These miniseries seem to be more popular these days anyway.
Mhm.
Oh, quick in and out, like get the job done.
Wham bam, thank
Yep.
you, ma'am.
Yeah, bridge the gap. Maybe season
Mhm.
2 might be after a second movie, hopefully.
I kind of felt like that Loki didn't necessarily like give full closure on a bridge between things, but it definitely gave you wanting for that bridge.
Do you think
Well,
it's gonna tie
movies coming
into
up.
the movie-
'Cause, I mean, it
into the
didn't
doc-
give up too much in order to ruin what's going to be surprised by.
if you put it together, it's pretty big.
yeah.
No. Like,
Yep.
I mean,
Just
it's
go
pretty
watch
big,
it.
yeah.
Like,
There's
you
a
know-
lot of
you-
questions at the
yeah,
end.
but
like,
like
I have
you know
so
where
many
Loki,
questions at the
you
end.
know where Loki ended up, right?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, I know where he-
okay, yeah.
I don't want to give
Yeah,
it away because that's a spoiler
right,
right
yep.
there, sir.
But that's
Exactly.
epic, dude. And
Yeah. So we'll see what happens.
It was really well done.
Yeah,
but I totally agree.
Do you think the second season is going to be after a movie? You know, or
Yes.
Probably. Yeah.
If that, or
I think
even
at least
From the
3
movie,
movies it
continue.
probably after, probably with what the lineup is.
I see.
Probably
I
after
think it'll
Spider-Man, after
come
Doctor Strange, and
probably after Thor.
Ant-Man and the Wasp.
And do you think it'll?
I thought
pick up
Thor wasn't
at
until
the
end of next
this
year.
season, or it'll pick up after like some of the movies?
I think it's going to tie into.
I think
some of the things that are
movies.
about to happen.
Yeah.
I think some of
it
the
might
Marvel
be
universe.
because
I think it might
given
be
the
in line with
importance,
the movies.
given the importance of the entire
episode,
season
yeah.
and the very last episode, and that you got to think of it in the vastness of the series. It's dealing with time, and that's
so time travel, so you can go anywhere.
right.
Yeah.
Right, but that's
You
the
can go back
entire
to New York
theme
again
of
with the
Phase 4,
Avengers.
technically.
Yep.
So,
So,
I would say
we'll-
after like 2 or 3 movies, I would expect it to come out.
Yep.
Okay.
Because then it's going to come out after the new Mandalorian too. If you look at it, because these are all like
It's all
WandaVision,
structured. Yeah.
It
for
all structured
every
to
show to
come
have
out
its like moment.
after
Yeah.
Mandalorian, and Book of Boba are the next ones up. So
Well, Book of Boba and one of the other shows, Mandalorian isn't coming out.
Oh,
until
Obi-Wan
22.
Kenobi
Yeah.
is 22.
Mhm.
I mean, so I think you're going to see it's going to be kicking off into the movies. So I think we're probably going to see a downturn in the TV shows for a little bit.
Oh,
Other than like Secret War and What If, which What If looks really cool. So
Yeah.
That means Jason will finally be able to see it.
yeah. That means I'll be able to catch up and just.
That's right.
right.
I'm
Oh, and actually, side bit of news. Very exciting, Theo. Disney re-signed Daisy Ridley for I think 3 or 4 new Star Wars projects.
Oh no.
Yes.
In accordance with John Favreau.
Daisy Ridley, I love
so
you.
I think
Oh, okay. If it's John Favreau, I'm
yeah.
Yeah.
Because
Okay.
I think the talk out there right now is that John Favreau is trying to retcon
Yes.
Good.
the last
and he
2
really
movies.
should. With how he
But
did with
trying to keep the
friggin'
best
Mandalorian
elements.
is amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, dude, he made
Dude,
moves.
that's exciting. I like
Him
that.
and Dave Filoni made some moves where
Mhm.
I'm excited for Star Wars, just in general now.
I want to see her flip and go dark side, like straight on go dark.
I totally agree with the original script. I totally would have went with that. And her
That's why
redeemers.
I thought
it would have
like I
been
said,
so
way,
great.
way back before. I thought they were going to
Mhm.
do the swap where
Yeah.
we're following Rey and the
I
first
think it would have
one,
been
and
yeah, I
then
think it would have
all
been
of a sudden
great.
It would have been the
Yeah.
swap where Rey is actually the dark side and Ben comes up as the.
I don't even think
Right.
that. I think it would have been really good to go Ray and Ben going super dark,
Mm.
who would
screwing
be-
up that
who would be
thing.
Really?
light though.
Yep. And then you've got Finn going actual Jedi,
Really?
which is in the original script. That's what was originally planned, was for
Yeah.
Finn to go Jedi.
Finn was
Okay.
supposed to learn.
He
and
is-
then
yes.
Ben was to turn good.
Mhm.
Ray was to
Mhm.
turn bad. Then
Yep.
Ben and the rest of the friends would help her like realize, so she would turn back to
Mhm.
good.
Oh,
and then the coolest thing, and still like is kind of out there in the magazine sphere, Adam Driver did a photo shoot that was premature to the movie,
Yep.
oh,
and
where
he's in-
he's wearing his costume so close to his father,
oh,
to Han.
okay.
where he was supposed to like kind of dress in honor of his father, but that's when he turns
and it's Jedi
to the
garb.
good. No, it was
Oh.
it was a brown jacket.
Well, no,
it
but
was
it's more along the
but
lines of
it was kind
the
of a
Jedi.
yeah, it was kind of
Oh,
two.
okay.
He was wearing like the kind of pants like Luke was in Jedi, and black boots, brown jacket, kind of like Dad,
kind of like think about it as
he looked like a
also too
smuggler
is-
a little bit.
Okay.
also
Yeah.
kind of like what Luke wore his Bespin fatigues for
Right.
Empire
Okay.
Strikes Back.
Yeah,
Similar, but it was more along the lines of Han, so it was still on the light side of the Jedi side. It wasn't.
yeah.
But
He
Interesting.
dude,
Okay.
it looked cool, and it was just like I forgot who like yeah, it's out there. It's either it's got to be it's out there. But there was an interview. I think Dave Filoni or someone was in an interview and explained the original script for Skywalker for Rise of Skywalker. Dude, it was 10 times better.
Yep.
Yeah.
And yet they're gonna give Rian Johnson the keys to a whole new trilogy off on its own, which I think is a mistake.
No, recheck that, dude. No, because
did they shit can that?
Deborah, what's the old CEO's name? The woman, Deborah?
No, Catherine Kennedy.
Catherine Kennedy. She's gone, and along with that, Brie Larson was her like child for this old Republic show that got canned, and Brie Larson got fired as well.
Rumor was Brie Larson was supposed to be Mara Jade.
Possibly, yeah.
Who?
Mara Jade, Luke's wife.
Oh,
so in the Rise of the Empire series, so Timothy Zahn, they take place 5 years after the Battle of Endor.
This was supposed to be a High Republic show. I don't remember.
So no, she was also. I saw an interview with her. She was talking about her potentially being Mara Jade, which Mara Jade takes place later on. So Mara Jade was actually considered the left hand of the Emperor. So she would go do the dirty work that Vader never was sent on to do. She was originally sent to go kill Skywalker, but they end up falling in love, and that.
Not her. She ended up dying. The clone. But that's old canon, man. That's not new canon.
No, but
anymore.
What I'm saying is Mara Jade is canon though. She was introduced in one of the other shows. So
she was gonna play in the assassin technically.
Mara Jade herself is canon now. What was in the Zahn trilogy is legacy material. So it would be a whole new story arc and everything. But so it'll be interesting. Now talking about changing of things, Ghostwire Tokyo has now become the second game from PlayStation Studios that is delayed until 2022.
Ouch.
Bummer.
Yeah, I mean, I would rather it be delayed. Honestly,
I mean,
it's not ready to go.
Yeah. I usually feel like it just kind of means that they're having difficulties, and that's what I kind of sympathize with.
Probably difficulties. If not, it's probably one of those things where they anticipated it being a lot farther than they expected, and it's just take your time. A lot of the games I don't mind if they just take their time. Just don't give a release date. Just say, hey, like it might be about Q3. Yeah, Q3 2022.
Do the seasons.
Yeah, do
summer,
season.
Fall.
Where you have some
holiday. Go for it.
Add a couple months because we don't want buggy games. We've seen backlash on some of the last buggy games, and it's just push it back a little bit. But don't just like, we're just going to push it back 1 month and then like, we're going to push it back another 3 months. Say, hey, you know what? TBD. TBD.
Yep. So with that, so the announcement that went out was said, we've made the decision to delay the launch of Ghostwire Tokyo to early 2022. We want to get the game in your hands as soon as possible so you can experience an unforgettable version of a haunted Tokyo that we've been hard at work building. At the same time, we're also focused on protecting the health of everyone at Tango. Our new release window will give us time to bring the world of Ghostwire to life as we've always envisioned it. Thank you for being patient as we work to bring you an experience unlike anything else we've ever made. We can't wait to show you more in the coming months.
Nice. Totally cool. Take your time.
Definitely. The safety first of all the staff is much, much more important than putting out the game. Like, you know what? Safety first.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So speaking of games coming out and stuff like that, so the other one that the other second game, which was announced a couple of weeks ago, that we missed talking about, is God of War was delayed until next year.
Okay.
Which is fine. I'm good with it.
Yeah.
Let them do what they need to do.
Mr. Karloff,
especially since
your
they have
time.
a very high bar to meet.
Totally cool.
Come on, Corey, take your time.
Corey, take your time, please.
All right.
Now,
so
since all these delays are happening on PlayStation, you know who's winning?
Square
Xbox.
Enix.
No, Xbox is winning because you know why?
Game Pass.
Because the exclusive window is getting smaller. You know, like we had all these anticipations of like, hey, PlayStation's going to come out with like 10 exclusives before Xbox gets one.
Yeah.
Now, hey, we might only see a few now, and
I'd say it when it comes to exclusives. I get that they went and got Bethesda to give them some exclusivity power.
Yeah.
It is. I hate to say it, it's not going to touch PlayStation Studios.
No,
And as much as I enjoy,
no.
as much as I love Halo and Forza, and you know, and what Bethesda is going to bring to the table for them in terms of Fallout, Elder Scrolls, and Starfield, it's still not going to come.
Entire list.
Not only is PlayStation developing new IPs, but you have the stable of God of War, Uncharted, Ratchet and Clank, Last of Us, Spider-Man. I mean, there's just
that window that we're talking about, because you know how there was that 2-year gap of and now that window is actually getting a lot smaller. That little run where you can say, hey, you know what? There's only games that you can play on.
Here's the thing is I get, you know, Microsoft wants gamers to have exclusivity. But I think right now they more care about Game Pass. I hate to say, I mean,
that's all they care about right now.
And I'm tired of I'm tired of hearing about it. Really, I am. I get it. It's such a great value, but it seems like everybody in the world is like, well, go get Game Pass, go get Game Pass. But it's like, you know, it's not for everybody.
They're trying to make it the new Netflix, man. The next Netflix for games.
And I have no doubt it could become that. But I think we'll see what PlayStation Now evolves into, because we know that is in process, that is in flight. And honestly, I look at what the offerings are on Game Pass for my iPad, right? I've gone in there to look for games like Final Fantasy 13 is on Xbox to where I could buy it and everything like that. I can't play it on Game Pass though.
Right.
You know, there's a lot of games I can't play on Game Pass for my iPad that I could on the console. So I think they've got a long way to go to get everything streamlined between PC and console. And I trust in Phil Spencer's vision. I absolutely do, because he's done right for Xbox ever since they kicked out Matrick after that whole screw up they did years ago. Phil's had a lot. He's had to bring back Xbox, and Xbox is very, very strong right now. I just don't think from an exclusivity standpoint, what's coming down the pike is going to match up to the caliber that is PlayStation Studios. Mm-hmm. Now, that being said, Game Pass, though, is very, very much a very, very big thing, because you're going to get day one launch of Halo.
Yeah.
And all the other games right on the Game Pass the second those games launch. And that's why
they're doing the groundwork with Game Pass in order to expand that ability on day one releases.
But that's why
not just Xbox console owners, but it can be anybody that can play Game Pass.
But that's why I feel like they're making more headway than we think. Like I said before, it was the roll of the dice. You know, I
think they're still playing setup. That they're
I don't think they are. I think they're kind of making an impact right now, and we're just seeing the beginning of it. There's still going to be roadblocks, but the thing is, man, like you said, Matt, you just keep hearing about it and hearing about it. It's because it's making headway, and kind of the same way kind of like you said, or you guys said, it's like Netflix has started. When people kept talking about streaming, it became a thing.
Yeah.
I think this is going to become something that's like, it's going to become a thing.
Oh, definitely. I mean, it's.
I agree, man. I think
most definitely because of the player impact with the Xbox, whatever they're going to be called. if you buy one, you're instantly going to get one. Like it's just a hands down kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's going to be it's going to be that monthly thing where you're just like, hey, I have. They've already had the Xbox Gold for the longest time, so you know that all those players are going to just say, sure, why not? Because they've been doing it since the beginning of Xbox.
Yeah.
So they're already kind of committed in that retrospect. Now you're going to get free games to go along with it. Now you're going to get like different like classic games or different indie games, whatever it may be, to promote whatever Xbox wants to promote. And it's going to, you're still going to have that Xbox Gold mentality where you need it to play online, you need it to go online for whatever
but technically not anymore, and that's where I feel like they're growing, because Game Pass is mobile now. You can do it on PC. You can do it on your phone. They're completely expanding.
So it's something where Xbox is saying, hey, like we've already started like phase 1 like so many years ago, and now phase 2 is just like making it better, you know.
I think what they need to do is, I think, to really reel some folks in, you know, that haven't already done it, is that any games I've purchased on Xbox before, I should be able to access through Game Pass on my iPad.
Agreed.
Which I can't yet. Not all of my games that I've purchased are available on Game Pass yet.
At the same time, I think it'd be very difficult because you do have to do all the porting for most of that.
Fair enough. But I think for me, though,
what do you mean? What do you mean purchase? Do you mean by lack of option to play it, or actual games that you own?
For instance, like I own on my digital account on Xbox, I own Halo and Forza, and I own the KI1, you know, the original OG KI. I own Recore and stuff like that. Some of those games are available, like Recore and Forza and Halo. But for instance, KI Original 1 is not available for me to be able to play. So there are limitations to it right now. But I think
limitations because they don't have an extremely old game that you have that they're eventually going to get to.
It's not even that. Is the fact is I don't have access to those on the iPad version, and that's, I think right now that's the downside is that PC, to Theo's point too, because Theo was looking at it too. Theo pointed to it, you know, a couple of times over the last couple of times he talked about it too, is that the PC and even the beta testing for iPad, right, is not as robust as the catalog that's on the console.
Yeah, the catalog is lacking.
I think what you need to do is you need to bring the catalog for PC up to the level of console, and then it's game on. Now,
but like you said, it's in beta. Like,
well,
eventually
it's in beta
that's
on iPad.
That's the idea, right?
But they've been doing PC Ultimate Game Pass for a long time now, and it's still lacking.
They have.
So
well over a year.
Now, two things, right? That one that isn't lacking is the fact that, well, actually it is lacking, is the fact is there's no real digital licenses left for Square Enix to sell for Final Fantasy 14.
That's insane.
This is my jam right here. Shout out to all you guys literally blowing up Square Enix.
You've sold out
insane,
the Square
bro.
Enix store.
You can't even get a digital version.
Digital is sold out. Like, that's insane to think about.
Thank you guys to all y'all that's picking up on the Final Fantasy, because, you know, in a couple months
Jason needs some raids.
Walker is going to be lit.
Yep.
You know, and I've been reading all about like how this has been happening, you know, like in due course of the last couple like month-ish. You know. Now,
here's also something to go along with game changing too. Along with that is Steam Deck.
Get out of here.
This was announced today.
So why are you doing this, Steam? Why are you doing this, Steam?
Already hate the position of the sticks.
I don't like.
So here's the thing, though.
Those buttons.
So there's it in testing.
At least they were smart to put paddles in the back. I am glad that they did that. They were smart to do that.
Did you see where the paddles are, though?
They're right where you curl with like your pinky and your ring finger. They're pretty far down in the back.
It is a custom designed AMD chip.
Okay.
The thumbsticks hopefully won't have the drift issue that the Switch has.
I'm sure it will.
You are going to be able to get a peripheral for it, so you can run it on your TV as well. So I know a lot of Steam users, that's great because they can actually just play it on their TV. Yeah. Your entire Steam library is ready to go. Nice. And you'll be able to download it and install it on the console.
As it should.
Is it just me, or am I getting some heavy Game Gear vibes?
Yeah, I was about to say.
Dude, okay,
right?
So the Game Gear jokes are already out there.
Oh, no way.
Yep. So it is going to have 3 options. You're going to have a $399 at 64 gig, which is only $50 more than the Switch OLED.
Right.
Keep that in mind. It's a 64 gig internal storage for $529, which is the price of a disc version of PS5. And more than that, and more than the price of the Series X is it's going to be $256 of internal, faster storage, carrying case, and a bundle. Then for $649, you're getting 512 gig, faster storage, a anti-glare etched glass, carrying case, exclusive virtual keyboard theme.
Exclusive.
It is going to ship in December. They haven't said anything about so let's talk about tech specs. So here's the front. It's a little crammed where the buttons are, I think.
Very crammed.
Yeah.
And then here's your top view.
That looks just like the Switch.
And here's the back.
See, look at the position of those paddles where your pinky and your.
Yeah, I don't like it.
It is such a. It's going to be a weird feeling.
I don't think that picture does it justice. If you scroll back up towards the top with the video, they showed very briefly the back paddles, and it looked like they were in the curve of the back, to where you would rest your fingers when you're holding it, just like when you're holding.
If you have two bumpers Switch up top, like
the Switch.
It's a weird like button press at the bottom.
I don't know. Have you ever used a controller that has the back paddles? Because I've done it with Scuffs all the time, and it's so nice. And I wanted one of the Elites, the Xbox Elite controllers, for that exact reason.
That's what I've tried.
So nice to have those extra fingers in action to make it so much easier. Because especially with controller, you're using your thumb for so many different functions.
You're using your
for my I actually really enjoy it with my Astro controller.
It's
amazing
because it's better than trying to do the claw on any other normal controller, because that's awkward.
So your CPU is a 448 gigaflop. Your GPU is 1.6 teraflops, which 1.6 is what the Xbox One series or S was. 16 gig RAM. Here's the storage on that display. 16 by 10 aspect ratio, 60 hertz. Connectivity is going to be on Bluetooth.
I'm a little surprised that it's only
Wi-Fi.
totally by 800.
Yeah,
a little surprised by that.
Yeah,
it's better than the Switch. Because the Switch is only 720.
With the OLED, it's only 720.
The OLED is still not upping the actual resolution capacity. All they did was upgrade the screen. They did not upgrade the hardware, because you need the hardware to accelerate the graphics so you can actually do greater than 720.
Hence why I'm not even thinking about the OLED version.
Yep.
I'm waiting for Switch.
Yep. So, it's from Valve, so reservations are supposed to start here tomorrow at 10 a.m. Pacific time. For those that are kind of watching us. So it'll be interesting. So we'll see what happens.
I think it's gonna be one of those just one and dones. That's it.
Here's my thing. I think it potentially has, if it's done right and marketed correctly, it does have a chance to be a success. However, that being said, anybody who has stepped in the arena with Nintendo when it comes to a portable console has gotten their asses kicked.
Yep.
The only long-standing opponent has been the Vita.
Sure.
And the Vita didn't do well.
Yep.
As much as we love it, it stumbled.
But it certainly lasted a few years or maybe a decade, but
it came out in 11.
No.
2011 is when it came out. Yeah. So here's my thing is I hope it succeeds, because then it gives Jim Ryan and company over at PlayStation going, well, portables actually can work.
Right.
And then we
yeah. I've been saying it for years too, man. I think there's still room for a Vita, especially now.
Yep.
Yeah, like
there is.
With Matt and I have talked about with the remote play, like I've found so much more enjoyment in being able to play my PlayStation games anywhere I want that I have remote play access to.
Yep.
Imagine a Vita mobile. Kind of
as soon as
resembling
I have that in my hand without having to require a internet connection that might be half decent, then it's a game changer.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Imagine like a Vita coming out that's somewhat like a Switch, or a Switch Lite with a larger screen, remote play, but it's a Vita. That'd be sick, I think.
I still wish for that concept PS5 controller you and I saw on TikTok.
Oh yeah,
where
dude,
the freaking touchscreen was a screen, but you could also flip it out.
Yeah, where the haptic screen was. Yeah. Oh, it was sick.
That would be amazing.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
All right, so Jason, what you been playing, or had a chance to play? Other than MTG Arena, because they see you on that all the time.
I've been picking up some MTG.
I don't ever see you on when I'm on.
That's weird, because I've been drafting a lot on MTG Arena. I actually picked up some old cards to build my physical deck again.
What?
Really?
It's just on a whim.
I can't go back.
It was just on a whim, because I was like, man, I miss playing this one deck, and it was.
You did a walkthrough when you were at Frankenson's, weren't you?
Yeah.
Yep.
So I was like,
I will
said,
have
hey,
to say,
do you have these cards? And he was like, yeah, I got some of them. And I was like, oh my god.
I definitely agree with Jason. There are times like certain decks that like I played against Matt with. Like I miss playing it, and it's not on digital right now with MTG Arena. Like
most of my deck is.
I know yours is,
but I mean, like
my green white counters with that good Nissa. Nope, can't build.
I've been picking that up, picking MTG Arena up a little bit more. Here and there, I'll play other games, but nothing that just. I've been asleep, like just work and sleep.
Yeah,
getting them certs.
I got you.
But I mean, we've been busting major booty.
Boy.
At work, and we are going back to a lot of Costco's. I believe are going back to regular business hours again. So check your local Costco and see when the senior hour ends, because we're getting rid of ours in 2 weeks.
Oh wow!
Oh wow!
Nice.
Yeah.
I stepped up a little bit with some God of War. I saw it in my library and I was like, oof, I still have not done a single playthrough. So I haven't gotten too far. I've gotten through half of the first chapter.
Man.
So not very far.
Update me when you start going through the story, man.
Yeah.
But like I know, but I definitely remembered that like I struggled so hard when I first played it. Like a couple years ago against that first god that you start with. Like I struggled for some reason, but then I finally got the hang of it, and it's like, oh my god, this is so fun. Just being able to actually do this right now. Did that a little bit of MTG. I've been enjoying historic play a little bit more, so that way I can mess with some interesting decks.
He needs to.
I wish they would have not only ranked play for that, but oh well, other than playing with people. But yeah, that's about it. Still trying to get prepared for the tournament in a couple weeks and see how that goes.
All right, Jerry.
Let's see, a little bit of Little Big Planet, but more Breath of the Wild. I've been still hitting that kick. Brought out the amiibos, started getting some more better gear. Getting my Epona on. God, I'm such a nerd, but I love it.
Nice.
But
that's why you fit in well with us, sir.
Yeah.
Right.
Don't sound so bad about being a nerd. It's in good company here.
No, it was just a self-realization. But yeah, just mostly Breath of the Wild, just playing a little bit more of that, and
Nice.
that's about it. How about you, Matt?
Finished Lost Legacy.
Nice.
Nice.
Finally was like, you know what, I need to go back and finish that one. So went back and finished it, and man, that story gets
right?
so good. It actually gets so good, and it is gorgeous on PS5. It looks so good. So it makes me want to go back and play 4.
I kind of want to go
because 4 is on the same
again,
engine.
too. Yeah.
But I'm actually going to go back and finish my run through 1, go to 2, then 3, then 4. And then, of course, playing the show, I did hit a stretch where I went 4 and 6.
Hey,
you know, like all teams do, though. I mean, that's the one thing about this game is it's like all teams hit that stretch no matter how good you are. You're going to hit a losing stretch. So I'm still a game and a half up on the Padres for first place. I'm sitting at 25 and 12 right now. So still having fun with that. I picked up the Pedestrian.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You told me.
Which one's the Pedestrian?
It is the one where you're kind of like the stick figure and you're moving between all the signs and everything. Yeah, it's like a platformer, but you're sticking. It's a lot of fun. It was $20 on the store, so yeah.
Oh, speaking of picking up things, shout out to Nick. I did start Carto.
Nice.
That is surprisingly fun. Like it's got a nice little story to it, and with the puzzle aspect where you have to pay attention to the dialogue, it's pretty great. I like it so far.
Cool.
So with that, you know, with everyone that's kind of chilled out and watched this tonight and will be listening to us on the podcast, thank you guys for tuning in. As always, it's much appreciated. If you like what you heard and this is the first time you're watching us or listening to us, make sure to hit that subscribe button and that follow button. Head on over to crashinggamenight.com to see some of our older content, as well as head over to YouTube, check out our past videos. And as always, guys, be active with each other. Stay frosty.
Oh, hello, all of my lovely nerds. Thank you guys for joining us as per usual, for viewing, for listening, for feeling like you are a part of something. Thank you. But once again, guys, you know, show your support out there. Black Lives Matter. Stop the Asian hate. Support your LGBTQ plus community. Show your support in any way that you can. You know, help, lend a hand, or if you see something, record it. Something going wrong, speak up, and you know, show a little appreciation. Show some love. Give a hug. Thanks, guys.
Well,
Consensual hug.
No.
Yeah,
Yes.
man, I'm about to say, be careful. As always, please get vaccinated if you have the ability to. Be careful as well too out there. Stay masked up, because I see y'all in LA, what y'all doing? We are going back into mask mandated LA. Come on, man. What were we doing? Come on.
Oh.
So please stay safe out there. We are not out of this until we literally get a lot more people vaccinated. We get more people being safe. You know, it's kind of ridiculous that we are coming from being mask free to becoming mask mandated again. Like, we are getting out of control. We're trying to jump leaps and bounds.
No stepping backward.
Yeah, we can't.
Yep.
No moonwalking.
Yeah, no moonwalking.
So please stay safe. If you feel sick in any reason whatsoever, do not get tested or do not come into contact with other people. Just stay at home. Like, it's been way too long.
Yeah. Be mindful.
Yep.
Be mindful. You know, be kind to each other. Be mindful. Stay safe. Still try to social distance if you can. Mask up. You know, we all have plenty of masks that we've stocked up and hoarded up on. So just let's keep using them for a little bit longer.
Yep.
And with that, My man, Theo.
Thanks to everybody watching. Thanks for listening. Till next time, TTFN. Ta-ta for now.
Night, everybody.
Bye.